Ladies and gentlemen, this is Salvador coming to you live from Wrestle Vault, and right now I'm burning with pure anger. How on earth did this happen? Seth freaking Rollins, the guy we used to call the architect of WWE, the bold dreamer who tore everything down and built it back his way. Did he really just set the whole Raw world on fire with one massive act of betrayal? I'm talking about last night's Raw, where Rollins called out a hidden masked crew that turned the entire show upside down into complete madness. The Usos, LA Knight, and even that strange new group known as The Vision got caught right in the middle. Bodies crashing everywhere, friendships broken, and fans sitting there stunned. This goes way beyond regular wrestling. It's a straight-up attack on everything we love about WWE. If you're a real fan, your blood should be boiling right now. How dare Rollins act like he's in charge of everyone's fate? Hang with me through this full breakdown, because by the finish, you'll be yelling for payback, smashing that share button to spread the fire, and leaving comments about who you believe is hiding behind those masks. This mess is going to shake WWE to its core forever. Hello, viewers. If you're new around here, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our daily WWE Raw updates. Now let's jump straight into this craziness. First, we have to look at how things built up to this point. Seth Rollins has been riding a wild wave lately. This is the same man who marched through the Shield, turned his back on his brothers Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley in AEW, just to chase his personal spotlight. He's captured every big championship, from the WWE title to the World Heavyweight Championship, always styling himself as the anti-hero who handles business no one else will. But recently, word backstage has been loud. Rollins is fed up. After dropping the world title to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania and then dealing with injuries that kept him out, he's been scheming something huge. And last night on Raw, that scheme blew up like a bomb. Imagine the scene. The show starts with Rollins standing tall in the ring, microphone ready, rocking his flashy style, bright neon, crazy hair, looking like a true rock star rebel. But his stare, ice cold and sharp. He launches into a tirade about how WWE has pushed him aside, how fresh faces like Cody Rhodes and Gunther are stealing the light he earned. "I created this place," he shouts. "If they won't hand me what's mine, I'll grab it myself." The audience is split. Some love the rebel energy, others hate the attitude. Then the lights drop low. Strange, haunting music plays. Not his normal entrance, but something heavy and dark. Suddenly, a group appears. 10 or 12 figures in black hoodies, faces covered by ski masks with glowing red eyes drawn on. They circle the ring like hunters, and Rollins just gives a sly grin. "Say hello to my crew," he says, the shadows ready to block out every star. Here's where the real fury starts, friends. These aren't random thugs. Talk is flying that some might be unhappy NXT talents, maybe even past WWE names staying hidden for a huge surprise later. But their moves? Sharp, brutal, perfectly in sync. And who do they go after first? The Usos. Jimmy and Jey Uso, the tag team icons who've been piecing things back together after the bloodline split. They were about to face the New Day, but instead Rollins' crew jumps them during their entrance. Chairs swinging, kicks getting stopped, and then Jey eats a brutal curb stomp from Rollins while the masked guys pin Jimmy. It's savage. How does WWE let this slide? The Usos have poured their hearts into this company, through every family battle, and now this ambush? It boils my blood. It should boil yours too. Drop a comment. Do the Usos deserve treatment like this? It keeps going. Refs and security sprint down, but then LA Knight storms in. Yes! The megastar, full of swagger and that elbow drop that shakes the mat, jumps in to balance things out. He's been clashing with AJ Styles, but seeing the madness, he snatches a mic while fighting. "Yeah, nobody turns my show into a madhouse." He starts dropping masked guys everywhere, BFT after BFT landing with heavy thumps. The crowd explodes. For a second, it feels like things might calm down. Knight links up with the hurt Usos, 3 against a dozen, fighting hard. It's brave, it's thrilling, until Rollins gives the signal and even more masks rush in from the crowd. Pure chaos. Table snapping, body stacking, announcers completely losing it. Michael Cole yelling, "This is insane!" Pat McAfee shouting, "Seth has lost it!" Now comes the part that's got the whole wrestling scene talking, and me beyond furious. Right in the middle of the storm, a brand new team steps up, the Vision. Who are they? From what we've gathered, the Vision is a secret group led by a mysterious leader.
Whispers say maybe a returning big name like Edge or someone from outside, but last night they showed up as fighters against Rollins' rule. Picture it. While the masked crew is burying Knight and the Usos, fireworks blast, and 4 figures in sharp, shiny gear appear, half their faces hidden behind tech-looking visors. Their leader, calling himself the Seer, takes the mic. "Rollins, your sight is foggy. We see what's coming, and you're not in it." They rush forward, slamming into the masked army, and the fight spills out into the fans. This surprise, smart and maddening at the same time. Why? Because the vision isn't random. People close to the business say they're wrestlers who've been held back or hurt by Rollins before. Think about it. Bronson Reed, who's been underused, Braun Breaker, the rising star wanting more, maybe even Paul Heyman pulling strings behind them. From the quick looks we got, it's a strong unit built to stop Rollins' storm. But in the rush, they accidentally smash LA Knight with a wrong spear, mistaking him for the enemy. Knight drops, holding his side, staring daggers at them. The Usos, lost and angry, start swinging at the Vision too. It's everyone against everyone. Total bedlam. Rollins stands on the ramp laughing as his plan works perfectly. Split them all apart. Let me lay this out clearly, because this is where my anger hits hardest. Seth Rollins isn't just hurting bodies. He's hurting the heart of WWE. Raw is meant for fair fights, huge matches, and stories that grow toward big events. But this? It's wild justice gone off the rails. The Usos, who stand for family strength, turned into easy targets. LA Knight, the crowd favorite whose "yeah" chants brings everyone together, caught in the wrong place. And the Vision? Meant to be the heroes, but their first night becomes one big mix-up. Is this what WWE is now under Triple H? A lawless battleground? I refuse to accept it. This should light a fire under every fan. Share this if you feel the same. Let's push #StopSeth everywhere. Going back a little, let's fuel that anger with some history. Seth's fall started months back. After his knee injury following WrestleMania, he vanished from TV, but his social posts dripped with frustration. Things like, "The crown belongs to me, whatever it takes." People guessed a heel shift, but no one saw this extreme version coming. The masked crew, let's call them the Eclipse for now, since Rollins talked about eclipsing stars, feels like echoes of old groups like the Nexus or Retribution, but way more vicious. Word is Rollins pulled them from smaller promotions, promising big breaks. But at whose expense? Last night, one mask slipped off in the fight. Looks like it could be Dijak, the former NXT star hunting for payback. If true, Rollins is using people who feel forgotten. The Usos part brings extra family pain. Jimmy and Jay have been mending fences after Jay's solo push and Jimmy's old bloodline ties. They were lined up for tag gold, but now, beat up in every way. Jay posted after the show, "Us, we're not done. Rollins, you went too far." Jimmy added, "Family comes first, but this means war. Their toughness inspires us, but that sneak attack? Pure cowardice. It echoes old bloodline ties, minus any respect." Then there's LA Knight. The megastar still glowed even while losing ground. His mid-fight promo was fire. Let me talk to you. Seth, your toy soldiers are just fodder. He battled like a warrior, but getting hit by the Vision's mistake? That hurts deep. Knight's been rising fast, from the middle to title talks. This could slow him or spark an enormous rivalry. Picture Knight versus the Seer at the next big show. Pure energy. Speaking of the Vision, this new layer has everyone buzzing. Their gear looks futuristic, with glowing visors that light up on entrance. The Seer moved like someone experienced. Talk points to maybe Christian Cage returning or Mustafa Ali wanting revenge. Their message during the fight, "We cut through the lies. WWE needs truth, not madness." But in the mess, they fought everybody, turning possible friends into targets. One big guy built like Reed crushed Jimmy with a tsunami. Another quick one like Breaker speared Knight. And Heyman? Seen at ringside with a grin? Maybe playing both sides against the bloodline leftovers? The whole thing ran over 20 minutes, stopping the show cold. GM Adam Paris tried to step in but got pushed away. Security lost control. Fans chanting, "This is awesome," along with boos. It's splitting people, and that's why it's brilliant, but completely wrong. WWE could lose fans who want real stories, not this wild free-for-all. Looking at what comes next, for Rollins, this locks him in as the top bad guy. His crew might rule Raw, building to a huge Survivor Series clash. But the twist, what if one masked guy is secretly with the Vision? That betrayal would break everything. For the Usos, this lights their spark again. Maybe a full bloodline comeback with Solo. LA Knight? The surprise factor. ready to team with anyone for revenge. And the Vision? If they're the real resistance, expect major unmaskings. But what gets me angriest? This mess buried the real stars. Women like Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley barely got time because of the overrun. Mid-card guys like Sami Zayn? Invisible. WWE, get it together. Fans, speak up in the comments. What's your take on Rollins' turn? Heroes or problem the Vision? Breaking down the actions step by step so you feel every bit of the rage. Raw starts normal, talks, matches. Then Hour 2 opens with Rollins calling everyone out. Come face me. Usos music hits. They rush down. Lights cut. Masks climb out from everywhere. Ambush. Jay super kicks one. Jimmy spears another, but too many. Rollins curb stops Jay on the apron. Blood appears. Knight's theme explodes. He dives in, elbows connecting. BFT lands hard. Yeah, chants fill the place. Usos join, triple power.